Everyone thinks $1 million is a lot of money. They're wrong, it's a target. The year is 1976. Melbourne, Australia, a city of quiet suburbs and bustling racecourses, was about to witness a crime that would etch itself into the nation's criminal folklore. This wasn't some spur-of-the-moment smash and grab. It was a meticulously planned operation, targeting the very heart of the racing industry's cash flow. On April 21, 1976, Flemington Racecourse, a venerable institution, had just concluded a busy day of racing. The crowds had dispersed, the thundering hooves quieted, but a different kind of drama was about to unfold. Inside the secure strongroom, a substantial sum of money lay waiting. This wasn't just any strongroom. It was the central clearinghouse for the day's takings from the on-course bookmakers. Tens of thousands of dollars collected from bets lay in bundles, ready for transport and banking the following morning. It was a tempting prize indeed. The masterminds behind this audacious plot understood the ebb and flow of this cash. They knew when it accumulated, where it was stored, and crucially, how it was protected. Their plan wasn't just about taking the money, it was about exploiting the system itself. The target was the Victorian Bookmakers Association strongroom. Inside, the day's proceeds, estimated to be around $1.4 million Australian dollars, a staggering sum for the era, were consolidated. This was liquid wealth, untraceable and ripe for the taking. The syndicate responsible was rumored to be led by career criminal Ray Chuck, a name whispered with a mixture of fear and grudging respect in Melbourne's underworld. His reputation preceded him, known for his meticulous planning and ruthlessness. The plan unfolded in the pre-dawn hours of April 22nd. A team of at least 8 men, disguised as security guards, made their move. They arrived in a convoy of vehicles, including a panel van that would serve a crucial purpose. Their first objective, to neutralize the racecourse's security. This wasn't a violent confrontation. Instead, they relied on deception, exploiting the routine and the trust placed in uniformed personnel. One of the key elements of their disguise was a stolen security van, complete with authentic markings. This enabled them to enter the racecourse grounds without raising immediate suspicion, blending seamlessly into the early morning operations. Inside, they encountered the actual security staff, who, believing the men to be a legitimate relief crew or a special transport, offered no resistance. This was a testament to the criminals' thorough intelligence gathering and their ability to mimic authority. The bookmaker's strongroom was protected by formidable locks and a heavy steel door. But the syndicate had a specialist, a safecracker. They didn't need to blow the door, they had the expertise to bypass its defenses with precision. Once inside, the sheer volume of cash must have been a sight. Bundles of notes, counted and stacked, represented a lifetime of earnings for many. For the syndicate, it was simply raw material for a new life. They worked quickly, efficiently. The entire operation from entry to exit was reportedly completed in less than 30 minutes. This wasn't a smash and grab, it was a surgical strike, executed with military precision. The haul was immense, roughly $1.4 million Australian dollars. In 1976, this was an astronomical sum, equivalent to over $10 million today. It was and remains one of Australia's largest cash robberies. The getaway was as well planned as the entry. The stolen security van, now laden with cash, drove out of the racecourse gates, again without raising alarm. It was simply another early morning departure. The discovery of the robbery didn't come until later that morning, when the legitimate bookmakers arrived to collect their funds. The empty strongroom was a stark, undeniable testament to the syndicate's success. The investigation that followed was extensive, drawing in some of Australia's top detectives. The sheer scale of the robbery and its professional execution pointed to a well-organized criminal network. Despite the intensity of the police efforts, the money largely vanished. A small portion was recovered, but the vast majority of the $1.4 million simply disappeared into the underworld, fueling various ventures. Ray Chuck, the alleged mastermind, met a violent end years later, shot dead in a separate incident. Other members of the syndicate also faced their own fates, some imprisoned, others fading into obscurity. The great Bookie robbery became a legend, a benchmark for audacious heists in Australian criminal history. Its legacy isn't just the money stolen, but the sheer boldness and meticulous planning involved. It demonstrated a level of sophistication rarely seen in Australian crime at the time, highlighting the evolving nature of organized syndicates. They weren't just brute force, they were strategic thinkers. The case also exposed vulnerabilities in security systems. prompting significant changes in how large sums of cash were handled and transported, especially within the racing industry. To this day, the great Bookie robbery stands as a testament to criminal ingenuity, a narrative woven into the fabric of Australia's true crime chronicles. $1 million, it seems, was indeed a target, and a very lucrative one at that. Explore the mind behind another of history's most cunning deceptions in our next deep dive.